Welcome to the What's Already podcast, where we fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-host, Alec Burgess.
Let's get it.
We appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe, like, bell notification buttons. It'll help you keep up with the podcast if you want to. It also helps grow the podcast, and we appreciate that. Yeah, you can also tell a friend about us, family member about us. Tell the heart of all evil about us. I'm okay with that.
We're besties. That's
right. We're good friends. Besides, he might be able to melt some weight off of me at some point. Yeah, so we're into week 2 of our animated films. We're just going to leave it at animated because it's interesting. So
certainly animated.
It is animated. Before we get into it, though, make sure you go check out our partner, Dubby. You can go to dubby.gg and get a tub of their energy or multiple tubs or however many you want, some hats, some of their shaker cups, whatever you want to pick up. When you go to checkout, use the code OurVerdict, all one word, and that will get you 10% off. And it does give us a little bit of a commission, helps grow the podcast, keep it running. But yeah, Dubby's great. I use it pretty consistently now. Today I'm drinking coffee, but I just felt like drinking something warm today. But a lot of times these days I'm just drinking a nice little bottle of 16-ounce water with some Dubby in it, and it's great. Tastes good, gets me the energy.
Must be cold in Utah this May.
Yeah. It was this morning, god damn it. It's warm now, but it wasn't this morning. So I was looking forward to a nice cup of coffee, and so I have one. But yeah, go check them out. W.gg, code OurVerdict at checkout, 10% off. And we appreciate that. So back to our regular scheduled programming. We are doing this week Heavy Metal. It was released August 7th, 1981. It was written by Daniel Goldberg, Len Blum, and Dan O'Bannon. It's directed by John Bruno, John Halas, and Julian Harris. It stars, and here's where shit gets a little fucking wild when you start thinking about it. Richard Romanus, John Candy, Don Franks, Joe Flaherty, Carolyn Semple, Eugene Levy, August Schellenberg, Jackie Burroughs. I could keep going. Like, it's wild. And it's about a glowing green orb that embodies ultimate evil. It terrorizes a young girl with an anthology of bizarre and fantastic stories. I wish I could say it wasn't as accurate as it is.
It's pretty accurate.
But that's about this movie. This was a me pick, and this was 100% because I knew Charles would pick it, which gave it a good chance of being a pick. And I knew that Alec would be like, what in the actual fuck am I watching? So I think I was successful.
Yes.
Yeah. 100% was to fuck with Alec because I had watched. Look, this movie came out the year I was born. I was like 4 months old when this movie came out. Okay, but I remember seeing it as a child, and yes, I saw this as a child because my horny little fucking cousins. I say little; they were my older cousins. When I was being babysat, would like watch it because it's got boobs in it, even though they're fucking animated and cartoonish and weird. But that's, teenagers back
when
then.
When you're horny, you're horny.
Yeah. Those types of things were not as easily accessible back in the early 80s as they are today. So you took any kind of nipple you could see as a young straight man, obviously. And so I remember watching this and not knowing at all what was going on, except I was like 8 or 9 and there were boobs. So it was what it was. But it was weird. And I want to talk a little bit more about it, but I'm going to leave it at that. So literally I chose this just because it was a fucking weird ass shit, even when I was a kid. And now I think, oddly enough, it's probably less weird today from certain standpoint, but it's still a fucking weird movie. So I had to pick it. I'm very curious. I know that you hadn't seen this before.
No, why on earth would I have seen this before?
Had you ever even heard of this before? Though?
No, my
Okay.
wife had.
Really? Okay, me and
when
Oshi. I like
yeah.
Oshi.
When I said, "Oh, I gotta watch heavy metal," she's like, "Oh, I've seen that. It's weird." Didn't do it justice. It is really fucking weird. This movie.
Understatement. Yeah.
I saw it when I was 32, 6 days ago for the first time, and I didn't understand the story any better than your 8-year-old self did.
Yeah.
It does not make sense.
No.
There were parts of it that were interesting or cool.
Sure.
But I need some sort of story. And this felt like they decided to wrap up the story or have their through line right around mini story 6. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Wild.
Because I mean, I would have preferred the entire movie to take place in like the Cabby Driver, this dystopian future New York. That would have been cool. Or you could do like the Galactic Space Monster one. That would have been cool. But the other little mini stories, what the fuck is going on here? Like the dude who goes like, what is it? Is it John Carter?
Oh yeah. The weird kid.
Yeah, who gets sent to the moon.
That has like superpowers and shit when he gets there, and like, yeah. Sleeps with the evil. Tried to sleep with the sacrificial lamb, then sleeps with the evil queen, and
it then just boiled out of control from there.
Yeah,
but there was a couple of these mini stories where I was like, hey, you could have like something decently cool if you just stuck there.
Yeah,
but no, they went on some wild acid fucking trip of a movie
with literally a couple of drug addict alien abductors. Like the fucking those guys that crash at the end. Like that story literally had no point whatsoever.
No, it didn't.
The fucking sexual John Candy robot.
Yeah,
so fucking weird.
Jeez, I was watching most of it going, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, this movie, and it couldn't be made today. Like, so have you watched Love, Death, and Robots at all?
No.
Okay, so I laughed my ass off because a few years ago, there's 4 seasons of it now. Netflix did a TV show called Love, Death, and Robots.
Okay,
I highly recommend it, to be honest with you. Like, I think you'd like it, but it's the same fucking format, only without the through line. Like, there's no overarching story to this, right? Like when you watch Love and Death and Robots, it's just little cinematics, like animated and different types of animation. So you might get some CGI, you might get some art, hand-drawn art, you might get a combination of the two. You even get some weird abstract shit that's like, what the fuck? But like it's little vignettes, little animated vignettes, some with really great stories, some you're like, what the fuck am I watching? But it's this. It's fucking it's heavy metal 1981 converted into a modern format. They did it better because they don't try to connect everything. Like they just tell these stories. So I highly recommend it. But I laughed because as I was watching this, I was like, God, and I was like, a motherfucker. Because I haven't watched, there's a whole new season of Love, Death, and Robots that I haven't watched yet. And I need to. But I was like, this is fucking Love. This is what inspired Love, Death, and Robots. Because the other thing that I thought was ironic that the parallel between the two is the voice actors, the actors that voice in. You got John Candy, you got Eugene Levy, who at the time John Candy was massive. Eugene Levy was not so much massive. But there were a lot of the actors and voices in this film are like in the 80s. Pretty big actors. I mean, you don't have any bombshells or anything like massive A-listers, but you have very well-known names. And the same with Love, Death, and Robots. You have some very big A-list actors that do voices in that. So I was like, this is hilarious that it was, and it's like, loved it. It's violent. There's like, it's not for kids animation. Like, so anyway, I laughed because of the parallel of 1981 and now. Now I say that with the caveat that this version, heavy metal, is so riddled with racism, sexism, sexual assault, like unnecessary violence. Like, it is wild, the shit that goes on in this movie. And I'm not one, you know me, like, I understand and people can feel how they want to feel, but I'm not easily offended. Like, I'm very hard to offend. And I also look at the context of 1981 was a very different time. So people didn't get offended by the same things that they do now. And there wasn't as serious repercussions about things that they probably should have gotten offended more back then. But like, as violent and as wild as Love, Death, and Robots can be, it doesn't even come close to like the offensive nature of what this one does. And the gratuitous nudity in this fucking shit as an animated film, like, is hilarious and terrible all at the same time. But yeah, dude, it's wild, the shit that goes. And I couldn't, that's all I could think about when I was watching this again, is somebody was inspired by this piece of shit and made a whole 4-season show on Netflix that has been relatively successful. So it's like, Jesus.
That's just proof there's no bad ideas, just bad timing.
I'm telling you. It's a weird, yeah. When animated topics came out, this is the first thing that I thought of. I was like,
why?
I have to pick heavy metal because it's one of those things that, like, for some reason it pops up on feeds, or like I'll search for something, and you know, like the little ads or whatever that'll pop up for, like, I get in IMDb so much because of the podcast and whatnot that I always get constant ads for IMDb. Well, every blue moon, this movie will be on the little scroll shit for IMDb, and I just
really,
and all I do is laugh. Like, I giggle and go, heavy metal, what a fucking weird ass goddamn show. And it's just like, so yeah, but that was the first thing I thought. I was like, we have to get this on the list and hopefully watch it so I can fuck with Alec.
Yeah, god damn it. But see, so the problem is the movie is so bad,
yeah,
and so weird that I start picking at little threads going, sure. And so, right, we have the heavy metal, right, the root of all evil, kind of influencing everything, right, and you have semblance of a throughput, but then I was going through, I was like, there's no consistency in this on what it does or how it responds or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Because they kind of set up that, if you're the one exposed to the heavy metal, that's where shit gets bad for you.
Yeah.
Right. And so then they have like this almost Jekyll and Hyde moment in like this intergalactic space trial or whatever. And you're thinking, oh, yeah, no, there it is. Right. Like, because there's this whole build up to, hey, I got this angle on how I'm going to get off with all this stuff that I actually did.
Yeah.
Right. And then the angle's going sideways and you're like, oh, fuck, this is only to find out that was the angle. And apparently the heavy metal has no effect on Dr. Jekyll because of his Mr. Hyde persona.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sat there going, like, this is the face I made throughout the entire movie. But I was like, there's no consistency now on this thing.
Yeah.
And for being, the supreme heavy metal ruler of anything and everything, I went back and watched parts of this movie again to my everlasting shame to realize that I was like, this movie could have happened without the heavy metal.
Very true. Very true.
It's supposed to be this catalyst, right, of what goes on, but you could just tell a bunch of random stories, and the heavy metal is really kind of pointless for all of them.
Yeah.
And at that point, just why bother?
Fair. It's fair. Yeah.
Because I was like a futuristic cabbie who got a really nice little setup going, as far as I'm concerned, right?
Yeah.
Chick turns on him. You don't need the heavy metal for that, right? Some other catalyst can make that happen.
Yeah.
So John Carter getting sent to the moon planet or whatever, you could find a different fucking way to transport him there. You don't need the heavy metal for that either.
Yep.
And it's just the intergalactic thing that heavy metal had no concept in. Pentagon with the wild alien road trip.
Yeah.
Again, what the fuck? But I did chuckle when they're like, "Oh yeah, aliens don't exist."
Yeah. As the whole freaking the big cat Mao looking ship comes in. Yeah.
that made me chuckle. But I was in there going, it's like, this doesn't make any sense as to why you needed this mystical force, except for you needed a way to end the movie with having now the girl who's been shown all these things is now the new hero of the universe.
Yeah.
When you could have just had your first hero of the universe go ahead and win their fight like they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, I was going, fucking JJ, man.
I win. No.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I was like. God damn it.
This is a game called I Win. This is bullshit. There must be same rules for everyone. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Here's the funny part is if you take the through line out of this, there's some interesting shit in here. Like, and that's the weird piece. Like, so the last little battle, as weird as it is, but like the last sequence where it's this fucking big dude with the robot arm, like this shit might have been a little goofy, but like that part was pretty cool. I mean, outside of the unnecessary nudity at the beginning, right? Like, so it's like, it's so funny where I'm like, okay, she's only naked to say that she's naked. That's it. But then, so there's a couple of moments of that. But outside of that, like she goes in, she tears some shit apart, they capture, then the bird comes and says, it's just this whole trap. Like, I don't mind some of the little vignettes, right? But you're right. The distraction comes from going back and hearing this voice of evil, the heavy metal. Like, it's unnecessary. It adds no value, truly. It's distracting more than anything else.
Yeah, because the like that last sequence is what's the guy's name? Is it Frank Frazetta?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen. I should have put this on the list now to think about it. Hindsight's 2020, but Fire and Ice.
Oh yeah.
So that last sequence is very similar to Fire and Ice, which is darn good kind of storytelling.
It's true.
And you have kind of the Frank Frazetta, art style, storyline telling, cool kind of giant dragon bird that you can throw in there. And it's like, that's where I would have enjoyed spending the entire story. Or Dystopian New York, I wouldn't mind there, or even the Galactic one. But the freaking moon, I was like, motherfucker. And then the Pentagon alien trip, I was like, you're doing too much. Just pick something and stay in it. And you can still have your through point if you want it, but just stay in one story.
Yeah.
I don't need all this extra stuff going through, which is more than likely, I'm convinced, it's just so they could show more nudity without it being overly like telegraphed.
Pretty much.
Like, if we change the story and change the scenery, then nobody remembers that there was animated boobs 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Because they're new animated boobs.
Oh God. It's so fucking dumb. It's so bad.
But
and so unnecessary. How do they get these people to do these voices, dude? Like, makes no sense to me.
Well, if you go look at the dialogue, like, because you have voice acting rights done at typically a different time than the
that's fair
actual animation. And remember, it's the 80s, so I'm not entirely sure what was in the contract, or if they even entirely knew what they were signing up for in its entirety, or if it's like, hey, we need you to come read lines for 2 days, we're going to pay you $40,000.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'd sign up for that.
True. It's just my voice. Who cares?
Yeah.
Crazy town.
But it's just I will give it this. This movie is straight 80s.
Oh, like, 100%.
For being 1981, this is one of the most 80s movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. For sure.
It got to the point where I was cracking up just because of this is the 80s. Wild time. I wasn't even alive, but I know that this is straight 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. There's no doubt. You watching, oh, yeah, it's the 1980s. You want to hear something really funny that'll blow your mind?
Yeah.
There's a sequel.
No.
I almost threw it on there to fuck. I almost tried to do an Avatar moment for you, buddy. Because in 2000, they made a direct-to-video sequel. Oh, and get this. In 1981, Heavy Metal came out in theaters. So you could go watch this shit show in a movie theater.
Well, if you're going to go through all that, trouble of animating boobs, you might as well put it in a theater.
Where have them be big animated boobs?
Yeah, and people can go see it multiple times.
Yeah, so there is a sequel, Heavy Metal 2000, and it is exactly what you'd think it was. It's 2000 in a nutshell in animation. And again, some decently big actors that did it, but less so in this one. They're more of like there's one actor that, and you may not know her, but in the 90s, there was a bunch of like softcore porn movies were like the thing, like Skinamax and HBO had all the late night shit. Mm-hmm. And in the 90s, one of the big actresses was named Julie Strain. Like she was like one of the top tier softcore porn movie actresses, and she does one of the voices, and then Michael Ironsides does a voice. And yeah, so I mean there's recognizable names, but like it's so interesting. But it's just as bad as you might think. And they bring back the ball, and it's fucking wild.
Why?
Yeah, no, it's like, it's no shit.
After 20 years, right, you should have looked back and said, you know what? Let's fix our mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's enough time to realize.
Yeah. I do think though, if I remember right, and again, I haven't seen it for ages, but if I remember correctly, it's not so much a vignette type thing where it's like there is an actual story and it's one group of characters and she's trying, but she goes all over the place, if I remember, because she's trying to track down her sister or something who was kidnapped. Anyway, it's fucking weird. It's just as weird, and it's probably a worse movie if I remember right, like because there wasn't the originality to it, and like it was like an obvious let's do this because it was quirky and people thought, because here's the thing is in the 80s too, like Heavy Metal people were like, this is cool. I'm like, okay,
you're crazy.
Yeah, expectations were a little bit different in the 80s, but yeah, there's a sequel.
Well, because I'm just running through my mind, right? Because in the 70s and 80s, you had a lot of like really good animation that's not Disney. Because I'm just thinking, I mean, it was a lot of weird animation too.
Oh, for sure.
Ralph Bakshi's a weird motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But it's good animation. And then you just have like this thrown in the mix as the weird redheaded stepchild.
Yeah. But here's the funny part is this one, and then what you were talking about,
Fire and Ice,
like all of that really because you were just a little pup, but like in the 90s too, like animation was a weird fucking, like there was the normal Disney shit and like, like the Aladdins and the Lion Kings that are all the 90s, but there was also weird ass shit in the 90s, like Aeon Flux. And then there was like the whole MTV had a liquid something or other. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was like this late night 3 a.m. fucking animated show that was like, that's where Aeon Flux came from. There was like seriously weird ass, and it is very you can't watch that shit and go, oh yeah, there's no connection to heavy metal or Fire and Ice. Like there is an honest, like, let's make some weird ass fucking animation. I mean, Ren and Stimpy, for Christ's sake, like Beavis and Butthead. Like Mike Judge watched heavy metal as a kid. Like there's no fucking question, because like there's that. So as much as I want to shit on this movie, like you can watch how this movie influenced the underground animation of the late 80s, early 90s, all the way probably through the early to mid 2000s. That underground, non-mainstream animation style, darkness, like quirky shit, it's all there. And you look at it and go, okay, that feels very heavy metal. And so it's wild.
Well, all the way up till 2022, apparently, when Netflix was doing their
dude,
Love and Robots.
I'm telling you though, you need to watch Love, Death and Robots, because I think you'll like it. Because there's some that you'll be like, what the fuck? But then there's others that, like, there's one where there's like these werewolves, these soldiers are like werewolves. That's fuck cool. Me, dude. Dope. And then there's one that had what's his name? Tay Diggs, I think, is a voice for one of them. And he and his partner end up in this, like, with this robot that's trying to kill him or something. I don't remember. But then there's like another one where it's this goofy, like, ragtag group of robots wandering through like a dystopian type fucking, and they're funny as fuck. So I mean, there's a lot of really good shit that's in Love, Death and Robots. Some very interesting story. The most recent season I've heard has like a full D&D story with like Tiamat, the dragon fucking god. Like they've stepped up their game in the vignette animation level, but there's no denying it was inspired by heavy metal. You cannot watch it and go, no, there's no connection at all. You're fucking kidding yourself. It's 100% influenced by this movie.
Great. So, now all animation is ruined for me.
I know.
Thanks,
You're
JJ.
Welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, if you watch 80s and 90s animation, yeah, this is it pulls from this. I don't care unless it's Disney, right? Like the kid shit.
The Black Cauldron pulls from this.
I fucking don't I know it. There's
aspects of Disney's that pull from this.
True. Yeah. Anyway,
you're not going to tell me that freaking Robo Arm is did not end up inspiring the Horned King from the Black Cauldron.
Did not even think about that. That's funny. Okay, I see you.
Some bitch.
Yeah,
let's rate it. Your movie.
My movie, I go first. Look, I'm gonna give this movie a 1. It's fucking terrible. It's not even worth the watch. Unless you're like just wanting to see, if you're looking at it going, I want to understand some weird ass fucking shit from the early 80s. This will give you a glimpse of the despot fucking nature of some of the underground shit that was going on, and like the fact that this became a mainstream fucking movie and people talked about it, and it was like the 80s were weird. Late 70s, early 80s were fucking weird. And there's very few better indications of that than this film. But I don't recommend it. I won't watch it again unless I'm forced to for some other reason. I hadn't watched it in probably 30 years plus, if not, probably 30-ish. But I had seen little bits of it, like clips of it on YouTube channels, things like that, where I'm like, oh my God. And then like, again, I'll see posters, and it has one of the most recognizable sets of posters that there is. Like the one that's on, if you're watching us on YouTube, the one that's on screen right now, there's like the main one that was on the video. Like people see it and go, oh, heavy metal. Okay. They may not have ever seen it, but they've seen that poster and they've heard of it. It's that kind of infamous. So, but yeah, 1 for me. I'll avoid watching it. Don't see it unless you want to just feel weird after, because that's about the only way I think you could feel. So, all right, brother, your turn.
I also went 30-ish years without seeing this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasn't in between rewatches. God damn. I'm going to give it a 0.5. And I think that's a generous 0.5.
Probably.
There's no reason to ever watch this movie. You don't try and say that it's for research for the 80s and 70s. There's better movies out there that are just as weird and actually better. So watch those instead. The only reason to watch this for any kind of research purpose is if you're motherfucking lying and you just want to see anime boobs.
Fair.
Better places to find those as well in this movie. So either way, nobody should ever watch this movie ever again. Ever. Never, ever. Freaking IMDb coming up. Getting into JJ's algorithm to fuck with my life. So, yeah, 0.5. I definitely will never watch this movie again. Not in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Ever. Stupid.
You want to know how fucking broken we are as a society? This movie gets a 6.6 on IMDb.
You are all terrible people.
What does it get on Rotten Tomatoes? I will say, as I'm looking this up,
everyone in the world is wrong. You guys are all terrible people.
There is one very positive thing about this movie. Can you guess what I'm going to say?
No. There's no positives about this movie.
There are.
No.
Music.
Oh, right. Like
the music's dope. Because it's got some massive, because that was another thing. I mean, listen, money's money, right?
Doesn't count because it's from the 80s. Of course the music is good.
But dude, the names of and I love that in the opening credits, like they have the longest list of anything that's there is the fucking bands that gave music, that let them use music. So on Rotten Tomatoes, this has a 66 and 67% rotten. So much higher than I fucking anticipated. But there it is.
There's some motherfuckers out there
who
should never run for political office.
Fair. Oh, well, that's, yeah. Yeah, because they were definitely getting off to some animated boobs.
Yeah. Golly.
And creepy animated sex. With that, Alec, tell everybody where they can find us when we're not avoiding the green ball of evil.
We're always avoiding the green ball of evil. There's nowhere to find us. YouTube is the best place to check us out, where you can see our smiling faces, terrified faces, sad faces, mad faces, glad faces, bad faces, and all the different kind of faces we make while we're recording absolute horse shit. Aside from that, Patreon is the best place to get involved with our content. What's Our Verdict reviews? You can vote to give us topics, vote to give us movies within those topics that we pick, and there are real world consequences for losing a vote. I lost this month. So in addition to having to watch this stupid ass movie, a list of movies that I do not want to watch has been put on the Patreon for purchase that JJ picked because he's a bastard.
Yes.
If you win a month, your list comes down and the person's list goes up. So real world consequences. And I have lost this month, so my list is up. But aside from that, behind a little bit of paywall on Patreon, voting is absolutely free. But behind a little bit of paywall, we do have upwards of 700 extra bonus content episodes. Everything from full-length movies all the way down to bloopers, outtakes, and reels of us shooting the shit. If you wanted to a little bit of paywall, you can have access to all that content, and there are some doozies of episodes on there that nobody should ever have watched, and we did multiple times, in fact. Mm-hmm. So those are all available on Patreon. With that, I'll kick it back to we should probably mention Dubby.gg. Yes. Use our code Our Verdict, all caps, for 10% off of your order. Helps out the podcast a little bit, and special shout out to our lovely patrons Rich and CB. Now I'll kick it back to the Titan of Terror, the Colossus of Clout, JJ.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Alec. Normally, I'd have something cute and funny to say right here, but I'm just going to let heavy metal do that speaking for me. And we'll say we appreciate you tuning in as always, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Cinematic out.
Whoa!